You may have been in a romance or fallen in love with someone who was very logical, and you really felt like they might have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but they could have just been very logical and really a little bit disconnected from their emotions. You really did think that you made a great team. There was a lot of synchronicities there and a lot of beautiful times that you might have shared together, maybe not even in a romantic way, but there was a lot of holding back of the truth on one side. So the sort of the other side, this masculine energy is what I'm picking up, was in denial about the kind of where you both were headed. So there was an empty nest situation there. There was sort of like a parting of the ways, and you decided to, right, I'm not going to sit here in this empty nest kind of wishing and hoping. I'm going to move on. And when you did choose to move on, or this feels quite current, moving on actually brings you to a new relationship, a new partnership, someone you're really in sync with. I mean, it's so funny that we get the crew at first, and then I'm noticing the multiple people there, but now this is just the two of you riding in the same direction. This might be just ahead for you, or something you've been experiencing recently where you're sort of feeling, oh, well, there are other people on my wavelength, and you're dating, or you may have a relationship with one particular person. So guess what? The original masculine energy now is feeling very vulnerable and very regretful and even possibly ashamed for what they did, how they acted. They had their reasons, and they are now coming back around just when you're settled with somebody else to extend an olive branch, leaving you to try and figure out the best way forward, because it feels like this person does have a very deep place within your psyche. And I was sort of asking for clarity about all this spread, and it really is about you having to decide between two options, weighing them both up, and it's not a comfortable position to be in. You have just started creating a relationship with somebody new, and you want to give that your all. Everything, this seems like a really easy connection where everything flows, you're going in the same direction, and then the fly in the ointment, this deep gut-wrenching connection comes back, leaving you with a choice to make, and feeling like you're lost and need guidance. So the advice here is, or the flavor of this is, emotional moon, your feelings, really going to be excavating deep into your psyche. This situation is going to have you really plumbing the depths of your own psyche emotionally, the power that lies there, but you'll be really getting down to the emotional truth of what makes you happy. Now, this seems to be expanding your 11th house of friend groups. Jupiter is expansive, and the 11th Aquarius house is of friends. It's also of hopes and wishes. So you could really feel that your hopes and wishes are coming true here. And this is leading to a place of harmony. Sun in the 7th Libran house of partnerships, putting a lot of spotlight on balance, a balanced partnership with equal give and take between two partners who are the perfect match for each other and who are willing to work through life's issues together. There is this at the end of it. So what other advice? Well, okay, the advice just jumped right out. Temperance, don't you love that? Again, this is about two options. It is about weighing the practical with the emotional. It is about finding your balance, finding your truth. It is about weighing things up and just reaching a decision that is genuine to your heart, that makes you happy. I'm going to pull energies to lean away from and energies to lean towards just quickly. Okay, so the energy to lean away from is failure to make a decision, Hanged Man in reverse, indecision, selfishness, stagnation. So the fear of hurting someone might be really, really big in your mind, and you might You might even be tempted to juggle two of them because there's one that you don't want to break their heart. But you really must lean away from this prevarication of this unwillingness to make a decision. Okay, so lean towards the burden, the hard, do the hard thing. Do what feels impossible, that is just like gut-wrenching, the very last thing you want to do. This burden, lean into it, move towards it. You've got to make this choice, especially if you already know, if you don't even have to think about it. If it's just a matter of like, how do I have the courage to let someone down? Because if there are two of them and you are going to let one of them down unless you decide on polyamory, but that's not the energy I'm getting from this. So it is, okay, I'm going to take all those, but it's sort of too many. So there is the need for heartbreak for someone, and you're just going to have to face that fact. There is a wish come true for you in this. Emotionally, romantically, there is a wish come true here, but there's going to be a horrific kind of, well, not horrific, I'm not going to put that on you, but there's going to be a painful moment where you have to break up with someone or let them down. You will know what to do. You will feel it. You will know. The Hermit, you've got all the information in you. You'll feel it in your bones. And this will be a big turning of fate in your life. This is the fresh start. You can move forward. This is a wish come true at the end of it. So, it is just, you'll be at this stage of nines, 9 being the Hermit and 9 of Cups is nearly at the ending point. So you've just got to be brave and let someone down gently to get the 10, the completion, so you can finish with one and start with the other. As always, if you would like a personal reading to give you specific guidance about your own situation, visit my website abundancelovejoy.com. Otherwise, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy.